Hello everybody, and welcome to Season 38 of the Pokemon Cup Series. Today we're here at Orlando International Speedway for the running of the Tiburon 500. On the pole will be the 47 of Philip Goldberg, and on the outside will be the 12 of Johnny Gardner. Row 2 is Van Tracy Battle in the 15, already locked himself into the next round, with the win at Bristol 2 races ago, and Anthony then in the 37. Row 3, we have Jackson Nantel in the 88, and the 4 of Zachary Fitzwater. Row 4, Austin Stitzel in the 42, and the 9 car of Chase Wisted. And row 5 is the 24 of Mark Wallace, and the 20 of Maxwell Smart. Row 6, Christian Vargas, Brad Cheston. Row 7 is Toby Smith and Chen Zi, and Jonathan Fast, Anthony Lopez round out your field among the playoff drivers. It was an upset victory last weekend. Eli Bright took home the win, giving Front Row their second win of the season in a upset victory at the Roval. He will start 31st in tonight's race. We got some 2 extra drivers here tonight as well. Luke Walker will be in the 53 car for the race, and the 55, Andrea Freeman, returns, the regular season champion from the Pokemon Cup Series, from the PCS Plus Series, will make her second start of the season here in the 55 tonight. And the 53, Luke Walker, going to start along with her in the same Rick Ware team. So Rick Ware has all 4 of their cars competing here today, along with their full-time cars, Daniel Price and Edith Cardoza. And now let's take you trackside for the command to fire the engines.
Drivers, start your engines.
Just an up-close look at those 2 cars I mentioned earlier, 2 extra cars here in today's race. So it's going to be a 2-stage race, of course. There'll be a stage break in the middle with a double fall restart to kick off stage 2. 10 laps in each stage. It'll be a total of 20 laps to run here tonight. That's how we always do plate racing here in the Cup Series, to make things more interesting and exciting. And the round 2 is going to end here after this race. We'll know which 8 drivers will make it to round 3. Half the playoff field will be eliminated after this race. It'll be from 16 to 8. Pace car on pit road. Philip Goldberg will lead us to the green. And here we go. Every spot is now critical for these drivers to make it to round 3. We're going to the green in the Tiburon 500. And we're underway here as Philip Goldberg leads the pack. Van Tracy Battle right behind him. 15 already locked himself into round 3 with the win at Bristol 2 races back. He almost won at the Roval, actually. He was second in that race last weekend. Was trying to make it 2 for 2. Well, might try to get 2 of 3 here tonight, as Van Tracy has been the one to watch out for. Already with 3 wins, joining with Brad Cheston and Toby Smith. They also have 3 wins this season, and haven't really been much of an impact in the playoffs, but they did survive in round 2. So Cheston Smith still competing, looking for it to be one of the 8 drivers to be in the next round. And all these drivers looking to lock themselves into round 3 as Zach Fitzwater tries to take the lead away. And just because they wreck, it doesn't mean their chances of winning this race are over. The field resets. Every car's back out on track at the start of stage 2. And Van Tracy Battles still hangs on to the lead. Lap 3 of the first stage, as like I said, each stage is going to be 10 laps, and we'll have a stage break, and at the start of stage 2 will be a double file restart to get everybody back into the swing of things and to make things more exciting. In restrictor plate track races like these. We also do this for Daytona, Talladega, and I believe Coca-Cola. Not Zandjoltis though. No stages on the line. It's just regular straight out racing. Winner take all. Even though Zandjoltis is a mega super speedway, we don't do the stage breaks there because it's all on the line. One mistake, and it could change the outcome of the championship. Into the fourth lap of stage 1 here in the Tiburon 500. This is the only race of the season we go in a clockwise rotation. The other races we always have gone counterclockwise. The other oval races, I should say, have always been counterclockwise, but this is the only oval on the schedule that goes in the opposite direction. They make right turns instead of left turns. I believe some road courses though go in the clockwise position as well, and they go they're road courses that they go both left and right. But this is the only track they just strictly make right turns. Guess who's in the lead? Chen Z. The 3 is in the lead. We'll see if Chen Z can hold on to that stage win. Big points on the line for the stages. They might need as much points as they can to get into that 8 to be among those 8 drivers that move on to the next round for the championship. It'll be down from 16 to 8. Half the field will be remaining on this fight for the championship. And look at this. Eli Bright's in second place. How about that? Eli Bright has worked his way up to the front. He's trying to go for 2 in a row. Eli Bright, you saw him win. He won last weekend's race at the Charlotte Roval in an upset finish. Had to hold off the hard-charging Van Tracy Battle for that race win. And now Bright's looking to go for 2 here this season. 38 car trying to get 2 wins in season 38. Here comes Edith Cardoza. And she's having a great run too. She might go for the lead. What a run for Cardoza as well. Not bad. Not too shabby. Cardoza's out in front. A little bit ahead, a little bit. 4 laps to go. This is going to be huge. This is going to be big. And look at Andrea Freeman. 4 laps to go. In stage 1, Andrea Freeman in the top 5. We talked about her being the regular season champion in the PCS Plus series, making the most of her opportunity here. I believe this is only her second race this season. She's running in that 55 on the plate races. Yeah, going to be a packed field. I believe our third round opener at, just so you know, our third round opener at North Wilkesboro, it's going to be only 40 cars, and it'll probably be the last race this season that has only 40. And then Luke and Leah Walker will return for their home track at Watkins Glen International for their home race with Pichu in round 3, and there'll be 2 more drivers in the Super Snack 500 at Coca-Cola Super Speedway. And I believe Freeman's going to be one of those drivers. Norwood will be the other driver competing in that race too, but I believe it's going to be Leia Walker. If Luke is on his own for this race, it might be Leia in round 3. We'll have to wait and see. And of course, Zant Joltis, a full field of 42. Final race of the season. I believe Freeman might be. Oh, no, wait. I don't think Freeman's going to be in that race. I'm not sure. I don't know if Freeman's going to be in Zant Joltis. I'll still have to work out some things. I do know that the Pokemon Cup Series, the PCS Plus champion, will compete in the season finale at Zant Joltis in the Cup Series. And I'm not sure if Freeman is going to be in that race as well, but we'll see. Just 2 laps left in stage 1. It's Jackson Nantle out in front. The lead has changed hands a couple times today. It's probably they haven't wrecked each other so far. They're all trying to avoid wrecking each other and saving all their power for last, because the final 10 laps are going to be very important. Jackson Nantle out in front gets the draft from Nicky Maxwell. We're coming to the last lap of stage 1. So here we go. 10 points on the line. Playoff points potentially if a playoff driver wins this stage. Here we go. This is the last lap of stage 1. There's only going to be 2 stages, each of 10 laps. This is going to be big here. We'll see who's going to make the move. Ooh, 4 wide, and surprisingly, they didn't wreck out. I'm shocked. This is probably the first time we've gone 10 straight laps without somebody wrecking here in Orlando. But it might not last. Well, it's a battle between Francis and Nantle. If Nantle holds on, he'll get those 10 big points to the playoffs in hopes of helping him advance to the next round. Here we go to the line. It's between him and Francis, who's got the 10 points. Let's see. And it was the 88. He did it. He got through Cullen Francis to take the stage, and he gets the 10 points. 10 big points in the playoffs for Jackson Nantle, which will help him out a lot to help him advance. And look at this. He's the only driver from the playoffs to finish in the top 10 in the stage. How about that? But again, we're just getting underway. And the final 10 laps are the laps that really matter. And it's going to come down to the wire. So every position, every point matters. So you do not want to miss stage 2 coming up here from Orlando. Welcome back to Orlando. We're about to get underway in stage 2 here in the Tiburon 500. Jackson Nantle was the only playoff driver to be finishing in the top 10 in the stage. And he was able to get 10 crucial points for the playoffs. He's hoping that will be enough for him to advance into round 3. Well, if he does hang on for the win, though, he will make it to round 3. But it's going to be very tough with a very hungry pack right behind him. All looking to get their first win of the season. Not Eli Bright, though he already won last weekend, but he's looking to go 2 in a row. Kamika Jasmine already has a win this season, but was eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And those playoff drivers in the back of the pack, they could make an impact. They could be gaining on the front row. They could be taking this win away. Who knows? 10 laps to go. Green flag is out in the Tiburon 500. We're underway in stage 2. Pichu on the bottom gets the lead away. So the 97 is in front. How about that? Pichu not racing. He's just racing to win. He's still running in the Cup Series. He's racing to win for sure. Eli Bright behind him. 38 car. Looking to go 2 in a row. They're going 4 wide behind them though. Look at just Zachary DeLello. in the bottom lane, trying to get the spot away. By the way, DeLello, the only one of the front row cars without a win this season. Alvarez won in Montegi, and Bright won last weekend at the Roval. So Zachary DeLello trying to join in on the wins, hoping to make an impact here today. Pichu led the first lap of Stage 2, but we're just getting started. Last time these guys didn't wreck somehow in the entire stage. But now let's see what's going to happen here in the final 10, inside the final 9 laps. I'm sure there'll be a ton of risky moves that'll be made among the playoff drivers, trying to gain as much points as they can to be one of the final 8 to make it to the next round. We already know 2 of them already into the next round. Van Tracy Battle with his win at Bristol. Oh, no, just one. Van Tracy Battle. No, wait, never mind. Van Tracy Battle was the only one that locked himself into the next round with a win at Bristol. Never mind. Eli Bright, the non-playoff driver, won last weekend again. He was in the playoff. He was not in the playoffs. Only Van Tracy Battle got himself locked into round 3. The rest will all be decided here after Orlando after this race. Nantle's back in front. Anthony then right behind. And Brad Cheston as well. Top 3 all playoff drivers. All searching to win and get themselves in. Look at this hungry pack. This is insane. 4, 5 wide in the middle. This is an insane big pack. They know that one mistake could cause the big one here in Orlando. That could shuffle the field and possibly change up the playoff picture. One big crash is all they need, and it could shuffle the playoff field and how many points each driver would get. This is going to be intense now. Imagine driving 4 or 5 wide all night, trying to avoid wrecking somebody out. Just imagine if you're one of those drivers in this field, all trying to stay alive, all trying to avoid wrecking each other, all trying to fight tooth and nail for every point possible. We'll be coming to 6 laps to go at Orlando. Sure going to be a lot of fun seeing how this is going to turn out. Still, everybody's still running, and Cassidy Reynolds is in front. Well, she was in the playoffs, but she was eliminated in the first round. Now she's trying for redemption tonight. Trying to win in Orlando for some redemption. Alex Hawkins also trying to get a win. Alexander Rowe also trying to get a win. 6 car, though. A little bit of breathing room between herself and the pack. Will she get her second career win here in Orlando? Cassidy Reynolds doing a real good job at pulling away from the pack. We're going to be coming to 5 laps to go here at Orlando. The 96 car in the second spot. The one of Hawkins. 77 Lopez, the highest driver, the highest playoff driver in the field in the top 5 right now. But he's on the high line. He's not going to get some help on the way. He is stuck up high, still running on the high lane. And Reynolds still hanging on to that lead. Big lead she had, a huge gap she had a couple laps ago. She just came out like a rocket and she just pulled away. And now, Rowe is behind her, trying to get the draft from the 6 car in hopes of himself making the move. We have a caution with 4 laps to go. I almost didn't even notice. We have a caution with 4 laps to go. This is going to come down to overtime. Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't even notice. Justin Zeidel got turned around. Right here on this corner, Pichu made contact with Mark Wallace and Nathan Alvarez. Yikes. Mark Wallace. Did he avoid that wreck? I don't know if he got damaged, but... Oh, he got damaged. But it won't matter because we're going to have overtime anyway at Orlando. He's going to be back with a fully fixed car. But that's going to be... It's going to make it tough for Mark Wallace to gain points like that. Oh, how? I almost didn't even notice. There was a wreck in the middle. Oh, man. Wow, I almost didn't even notice that. Let's see. I think we're going to have overtime. We might. We are. We're going to have overtime. This is confirmed. All right, so Cassidy Reynolds is going to be leading the overtime pack. And Chen Zi in third. And look at the playoff drivers running from 5th or 12th. This will be good. This will be really good at the end. You do not want to miss the final 2 laps here at Orlando. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're back here in Orlando, and I believe this is the first time in a long time we've had a 2-lap overtime finish here at Orlando. A small wreck caused this with 4 laps to go. And now... it's all or nothing. Look at all the playoff drivers in the top 10. Chen Zi, Anthony Then, Johnny Gardner, Christian Vargas, Anthony Lopez, Chase Wisted, Zach Fitzwater, Maxwell Smart, Jackson Nantle, all trying to get big points here in this 2-lap overtime finish. We are going green with 2 laps to go. Who's going to win? Here we go. Here comes Chen Zi. He's wasting no time trying to get that lead. He's trying to get himself in the next round with the win. We'll see if he can do it. There he goes. Here comes Wisted. Lopez also trying to make a splash. Here comes Lopez. Here comes Maxwell Smart, looking low, even with no drafting partner. He's gonna try to make it work. 77 into the front. He's got the lead now. Maxwell Smart behind him. Can he make a move? White flag in the air with 1 lap to go. This is it. This is for the win at Orlando. And Lopez is in front. White flag is out. It's all or nothing now. Here we go. Jonathan Fast. Down low, trying to come out of nowhere, and it's between Chen Zi and Anthony Lopez. Maxwell Smart also trying to make a move, Fast as well, all trying to compete. Down the final turn, here comes Fast. 3 playoff drivers looking to advance to the next round. It's going to come down the wire. Fast and Smart, Lopez and Chen Zi. Who's going to win? Down the line, it's going to be a tight race to the finish. Who's it going to be? And it looks like it's going to be Jonathan Fast. By inches, he wins it. Jonathan Fast takes the win at Orlando. Incredible ending. 3 wide they were. They were real close. It looks like Jonathan Fast, though, was able to win the race. There it is. There's the finish. Jonathan Fast has won at Orlando. Lopez over Anthony Lopez and Chen Zi. What a finish. Incredible run. And it's Jonathan Fast. The 17 car takes the win at Orlando. What a run. What an overtime finish. That came down to the wire. Jonathan Fast just barely edges out for the win. And he gets into round 3 of the playoffs. Oh, I wonder how this will affect the playoff field now. So we're going to reveal which 8 drivers made it to round 3. So you do not want to miss the end of this. Here we go. Alrighty guys, it's time to add up the points to see which drivers advance over to the next round. Brad Cheston has 2,141 points. Everyone gets an extra 1,000 for advancing to the next round, and all the points carry over round by round till the championship race. So 2,141 points for Cheston. We add that. He scored 81 points in round 2. His new total is 2,222. On to Toby Smith, 2,141 points. Came into round 2 with 27 he earned during the round, 2,168. Austin Stitzel now with 2,114. 57, we add that, and his new total is now 2,171. 2,111. His total from Johnny Gardner, 69. 2,180. And Maxwell Smart, though, 81 points with the same total as Gardner. That extra point was the difference at 2,192 points. Chase Wisted with 2,106 points coming in at 89. 2,195 points. Chen Z with 2,105 points. At 112 to that, it's 2,217. Van Tracy Battle, 2,105 points. He got in with the win at Bristol. 129 points he achieved, and the total is 2,234 points. So now we get to the drivers eliminated. Before we start with that, let's organize the points and see who's on top of who and what the cutoff is heading into round 3. So we know that Van Tracy Battle is in with the win at Bristol to start off round 2. So he's in. And we also know that Jonathan Fast is in with the win. He won earlier tonight here at Orlando. So give me a few minutes just to organize the points here. We got Wisted, and then there's Maxwell Smart in that order, and then Johnny Gardner. Sorry about that. Gardner. And it looks like the cutoff will be set at 2,168 points. And that's the cutoff for the round of 8 in round 3. So now we go to add up the points for the rest of the field. 2,098 points for Anthony then. Had 102 points in total in round 2. And his new total is now 2,200 points. And right now, he is in the next round. And Toby Smith is out. So Toby Smith is the first one eliminated. Christian Vargas, 2,087 points. Add that with 46 he earned in the round. His new total is 2,133 points, and that will not be enough for him to make it to round 3. Zachary Fitzwater, 2,084 points. We add 60 to that total. His new total is now 2,144 points. And also, that will not be enough for him to advance into round 3. So Fitzwater, Vargas, and Smith, Vargas, Fitzwater, and Smith are out. Mark Wallace, 2,084 points. We add 21 to that. 2,105. And again, not enough for him to advance. Unfortunate for Mark Wallace. Bad run cost him. Jackson Nantle, 2,083 points. Let's add 103 to that. He achieved that total in the round. New total is 2,186 points. And that's enough for him to advance into the next round. Jackson Nantel is in and Austin Stitzel is out. So Johnny Garner's in the hot seat now, and he's hoping that no driver gets more points than him because he's now on the hot seat. Anthony Lopez with 2,080 points, 114 we add because he achieved that total in the round. His new total is 2,194 points. And Lopez is in the next round, and that means Johnny Gardner is out, and there will be no third championship for Johnny Gardner in season 38. Down to last two, Philip Goldberg with 2,073 points. We had 97 of the total. That's the points he had in the round. 2,170 points for Philip Goldberg. And he just didn't get enough points to make it to the next round. So Goldberg is out. And guess what? We're left with Jonathan Fast. Let's see how many points he has. If he has more, well, regardless, he's in, believe it or not. So I think Jackson Nantel's out. I didn't even realize that. I think Jackson Nantel is out. 2,176 points. I added that myself. Yeah, Jackson Nantel's out. Even though Nantel had more points. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm right. Jackson Nantel and Johnny Garner had more points than Jonathan Fast in the round, but since Fast won in Orlando, he's in. He got the final spot in, technically, in the round of 8. So Fast's win in Orlando got him to the next round regardless. So even though he has less points than Gardner and Nantel, he knocks them both out with the win. How incredible is that? Wow. If Fast didn't win that race, Nantel would have gotten in, Gardner would have gotten in. That's insane. Wow. And sometimes playoffs, the points are wacky in the playoffs. And yeah, that's just unfortunate for Nantel and Gardner. More points than Fast, but Fast got in anyway by winning in Orlando. So that's the difference there. So we have our field set up for the round of 8. And the round of 8 drivers will be Van Tracy Battle, Brad Cheston, Chen Z, Anthony Then, Chase Wisted, Anthony Lopez, Maxwell Smart, and Jonathan Fast. Those are the 8 remaining drivers in the playoffs for season 38. And 4 drivers will make it to Zandjolta's 4th shot of the championship after the next 3 races in the playoffs. So the next 3 races, we start at North Wilkesboro. In round 3, we head over to the Glen after that, and we go to Coca-Cola right after that as well to decide who the championship 4 will be. It's all going to come down to this, folks. You do not want to miss round 3 of the playoffs. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So hope you guys will stick around, and we'll see you guys later.